The man was hanging from the wing. At this point the plane was more than 2,000 meters above the ground. If you are not careful to fall, the consequences can be imagined. The woman reached out towards him, trying to pull the man up with her bare hands. At this point, the man has been completely devastated. Girlfriend's approach is simply asking for death. Seeing his strength is about to run out, he had to choose a last-ditch effort. This woman is really extraordinary. Pulled a man weighing up to 180 pounds with her bare hands. The two people hugged each other excitedly. Thankfully, the man saved a life. Then the woman closed the hatch. Then she helped the man up to check his injuries. The next scene startled the woman. The man's arm had a gaping wound of more than 10 centimeters. The bone was broken and exposed. The woman found a first aid kit in the cockpit, intended to dress the man's wounds. The man could not stand the intense pain. He took a bottle of red wine and drank heavily. Hopefully it would help with the pain. The woman came up with another good idea. She poured red wine on top of the man's wound. At this point, the man screamed in pain, almost passed out. When the man was not paying attention, the girlfriend broke his broken arm back in one go. The man cursed why he didn't say hello in advance. Then he broke the coat hanger to make a fixing plate. Then the man's arm was bandaged with gauze. After the wound was treated, the two men went to the cockpit again. At this time, the fuel gauge showed only 10% of fuel left. If there is no accident, this fuel will last until they find land. In order to reduce the weight of the plane, the woman threw all the luggage down. This worked. The fuel gauge showed that the time available for flight had been significantly extended. Next, there was still an important matter waiting for them to decide. There was a body in the back of the cabin. That was the real pilot. Not long after the plane had taken off, the pilot suddenly suffered a heart attack. The plane was unmanned, falling towards the ground. Fortunately, the man helped the pilot up, pulled the control sense in time. They were able to avoid a disaster. So the two people do not know how to fly. That's why they got lost. Because the pilot is their longtime friend. If they threw the body down, it would be too bad for their friend. But if we can reduce the weight of one person, the plane can save a lot of fuel. In order to survive, girlfriend finally threw the pilot down.